OrlandoMagic.com.
Jonathan, first off, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Second, for this organization to have faith in you, to draft you, to groom you along the way, and then to offer you an extension, given the circumstances, how much does that show they have a belief in you and in what you can become?
I think if they if they didn't have belief in me, they made a really bad decision. So it obviously shows that they care a lot about me. First off, to draft me. Look, not everybody gets extended, and to be a part of this group that has and to be with this organization, it means everything to me. I love the coaching staff. I love the team. I love that they have belief in me, and they have it because I have belief in myself, and they know how I am when it comes to rehabbing and getting back, and that's just my focus right now, and I'm glad that we were able to get this done.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Jonathan, when the extension was agreed to, and you guys reached an agreement, what were the first and second things you did?
The first thing I did, I think, I wanted to take pictures. I got some pictures with Jeff and the guys upstairs once we signed it and while we were signing it. And then I called my mom, told her about it, and then the phone started blowing up pretty much as I was signing. So, responding to people, and phone calls were coming in, so just answering them, and I was just excited. I was glad to share that moment with Jeff and the guys upstairs, and then it was pretty much okay. Like, what am I gonna do tonight? So, got some food, and it was a great night.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Jonathan, you weren't the only one to sign an extension yesterday. Markel did as well. Just how much have you seen him grow over his time with this organization, and how excited are you to not only spend the future with this organization, but with him as well?
Markel has worked extremely hard since the second he's gotten here. And so the time that I've shared with him on the court, I've enjoyed it. I think he's a great point guard and is only going to get better. And so to have both of us locked down, I think it means a lot for the organization and definitely to us to be able to be locked down at the same time and be ready to move forward. So he's geared up to have a great year. I'm rehabbing to come back, and when it's time to play again, it'll be time to play. So I'm excited for him, happy for him. Happy for the organization that we get to see him for the next couple of years. So all is well.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
How are you feeling physically? How are you doing with your rehab?
Rehab is going great. It's been swift. I've never kind of been through this process before, but to be moving the way that I am, I'm just getting out of some weights and pulling weight, on a sled with my lower body and everything. So I feel great. And like I said, it's been swift, and just taking it one day at a time. I'm focused, and taking it one day at a time.
Dan Savage.
Jonathan, I know you're such an eager guy with your rehab, and how much you push the staff as well as yourself along the way. Just how tough will it be for you not to be out there on opening night and instead have to just encourage your teammates as they go along?
Well, it's a part of the game. I take it for what it is. I'm going to have to rehab. I'm going to be out for some time, but it doesn't mean that I can't get better. That doesn't mean that I can't be somebody on the bench that encourages my teammates and find ways to help our team win. So I'm not going to, I guess, sulk in me not being able to play. It is what it is. Like you said, I attack the rehab process, and I trust the staff that we have to kind of pull me in, and but they also give me some leeway to push. So I feel great. I'm glad that we get the season started tomorrow and ready to push these guys to do something this season.
Chris Cuff, 24 Flicks.
What's up, Jonathan? Just wanted to ask you, it seems like after your injury during the bubble that your faith and your resolve, instead of you being downtrodden, you got stronger and bolder. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it's been my experience from each injury that I've had. Like, God has been good to me, and even in this kind of stage that I am of being injured right now, to have the Magic make this decision to lock me down, for a longer period of time, it shows that I've still been able to keep the right mind, and I give God all the glory for that. He has me in a great situation. He keeps me encouraged. I have great people around me. I have my church home that just keeps me pushing, keeps me encouraged. So I'm in a good place. Every time that I've come back to the court after missing some time, I felt like I've gotten better. I know that this is a mental thing above that it's a physical thing. So my physical body is going to get better through this process, but my mind has stayed sharp and is only getting better. So, I just attack the process. I know that God has a plan for me, and if what I have endured and come back to the court to see, then I know my future's bright.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Jonathan, it's great to see you. I know that, you've had plenty of experience in rehabbing and certainly every player is different. I'm just wondering how much you've talked with Chuma a little bit just to kind of get a sense of what it's like to go through an ACL rehab.
Well, Chuma's getting ready for his season, his first season. So I don't want to put anything on him too much. I want him to be focused and go out there and have a great rookie season. But definitely during the summer process, I was bouncing off of him in terms of like his timeline, like, when did you get full flexion, and in my mind gearing up to beat him and whatever he did. So no, he's a great kid. I'm excited for him to start this process. I think he's gonna have a great rookie year and a great career. So I want him to focus on that.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
I'm asking this because there are two rookies on this team, plus Kareem, who I guess he's a third rookie.
Yeah.
How much did your first season with the Magic set the foundation for your work habits, your willingness to and enthusiasm for learning, your sense that playing time needed to be earned?
Yeah, I think well, my first year here, we had a different staff, and I think definitely the staff that we had, that was something that they instilled in us, but even more so now that the staff we have with Coach and our training staff, Lindsay being at the head, and the other people there. So this team, that's what it's about. We're coming in and we've been able to model that, me, other rookies that have come here to just grind. And Coach Cliff doesn't give you anything, so you got to earn it. So I know that Chuma's going to be great. He's already started working so hard. I was here all summer. He was here all summer. You can already see what Cole can do, and that's going to continue to expand on the court. So I'm really excited about the rookies that we have. And Kareem looks great, by the way, if you guys haven't seen anything, but he looks great. And so, yeah, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Rossman Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
Hey, Jonathan, how have the coaching staff, how have your teammates kind of kept you involved with the team for this season as you're trying to stay engaged with them and trying to stay engaged with what the team is doing this year?
It's tough. It's tough. It's not kind of a clear cut thing. The rehab for this is a lot, and I do spend a lot of time away from the team because they have to practice and whatnot, and especially when it comes to starting to travel. So I'm kind of a fly on the wall for most of the time, but once the games start, we have something set up with Coach and Coach Pat as well to make sure I'm watching games and putting in whatever input I think, but also learning to expand on my game when I come back. So I'm around. I'm clapping on the sideline and on the sides of practice and talking trash to some guys to get them more excited about playing. So I feel good. And so I'm kind of like the fly on the wall right now, but I am sure I'll get more engaged as we move forward with the games.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Jonathan, you mentioned one of the first things you did after signing was taking pictures with Jeff and John and sharing that moment with them. Just how special is your bond with the front office, the coaching staff? Because obviously, not every player has that type of relationship throughout the league.
Yeah, I think I have a really special relationship with the front office here. I was their first draft pick, and so here with Orlando. So we've been tight through this entire process of me, being on the court and being off the court as well. So I've always been in their offices, talking things out and talking about vision and what we have in store for the Orlando Magic and how that, implicates me and them as well. So we've been great. They've been good to me in terms of, sticking with me through the ups and the downs and, getting this extension done speaks of that. And so I'm glad to be a part of Orlando Magic, and I'm glad to be with this crew.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
You mentioned before that with this coaching staff, nothing is just handed out in terms of playing time. How does that help or hinder a young player?
I think there's a balance to it. I think, they definitely, I think Coach is great about the balance, working through, guys I know Mo has had some, injury problems and through the course of his, early career. So that everything is kind of specific in terms of the guy. But I think they do a great job of balancing it. I think having to earn everything in practice, and coach is big on details. If you can put the ball in the basket, that's one thing, but he wants to know that the coverages and not making easy mistakes that usually lead to L's in this league. So I think they do a great job of balancing it out.
Roy Perry, the Orlando Sentinel.
Jonathan, just with your connection with the community and the work that you've done and with your church as well, how important was it for you to stay in Orlando?
Oh my gosh, it was huge. It was huge. There was definitely an incentive for me to want to stay because of, everything that I have here. Like I said, I have my church home that I know that, I wouldn't be, signing the dotted lines if it wasn't for them and really just Christ just keeping me encouraged and being there for me through the ups and the downs and keeping my mind right. So to be able to stay here and know that I'm going to be here and I don't have to, really think about leaving or anything like that. Is huge for me, and I know the Magic knew that as well. So to be able to get something done is huge, and it makes me feel really good that I'm here, and we can just focus on this rehab and start moving forward.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Can you describe how stressful or not stressful the process was in terms of agreeing on particulars within the contract?
Never been a part of this before. It was definitely, I don't want to say it was super stressful, but it was new, having to pretty much talk about what it is that, that you feel like you bring to the table and talking that out with agents and front offices. So it's definitely different, but I don't think at any point it was too stressful from the beginning. It was clear to me that, the Magic and the front office wanted to get something done, and that was the same intent on my side. And we were able to meet in the middle.
Okay, any final questions for Jonathan? Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Thanks, Trish. Johnson, I'm just wondering how much time do you spend on rehab on a typical day?
I'm here pretty much all day. I don't want to say all day, but I get here in the morning when the team is here and ready to practice, and a particular time, I couldn't give you a particular time because it really varies throughout the day. One day will be really long, and the next day will be kind of shorter to just recover from the day that I had before. So it's pretty here and there, but I'm here. I'm here for quite a bit of part of the day.
Anyone else? Okay, we're all set. Thank you so much, Jonathan.